Okay. I told everybody as I went and had flare-ups that I would record them and share them with you. So I call it my vulnerable video time. Well, pretty yucky, pretty ugly, feel like crap. This is basically just to show people that those of you that don't believe lupus is a real thing, because at times we look really good, we look really healthy, and you like to say to a person that's fighting a disease that you can't always see that, oh, exercise, oh, eat better, oh, get more sleep. Well, guess what? That type of stuff doesn't always work. Trust me, if it did, it'd be a lot easier to deal with, but it's just not that way for us. A lot of the times, shaking. A lot of the times, this flare up, mostly because of stress, low immune system. You get a cold, a flu, anything can make your lupus flare in a drop of a hat, basically. Anyway, so as you can see, my nose, yes, this is what else SLE does to me. So if you can see this on my skin, you can only imagine what the inside of me probably looks like. If this is what it does to me on the outside. Face is very puffy, swollen. It hurts everywhere. As you can see, I have blisters here. I've got my butterfly rash in. Got blisters here, swollen. My eyes are very dark looking because I can't sleep well and I'm worn down. As you can see down here, more blisters. Most people with lupus, they have severe lupus. You can see under here too. Right here is another big blister coming in. There's one here. This is all my butterfly rash. There's a blister coming in here. There's some on my scalp, but I'm not gonna point those out because yuck, down here, right here on my chest, that's all lupus. Blisters coming out. My lips are peeling. Obviously, for some reason on me, my nose gets the blunt of the blisters, and once one pops, it peels horribly. I have scars all over. See this divot? That's from a flare-up. It was like a 3rd-degree burn. So I have a big divot and scar there now. This will probably be a big scar too. Oh, I got a new blister coming in up there too. Good. My dad's been in the hospital. He's been in ICU. He's been in the hospital for almost 2 weeks now. Still not out of ICU. And I've been very stressed and worried about him no matter how hard I try not to be. I am. So, he's my dad. I love him. And he's done so much for me. Yes, I guess you can call me daddy's little girl. But this is what happens when a lupus patient gets stressed out. It all just kind of like rolls into a great big snowball. Like, I started out with, I had a headache. And then my body hurt everywhere. My joints hurt everywhere. And then the pain and the burning on my face and my neck and stuff started probably a day and a half later. So, boom, I knew I was going to have a lupus flare-up. I kind of expected it anyway, just because, like I said, my dad went through emergency quadruple bypass surgery. That was the second one in 4.5 years. That's not good. So he's still in ICU. He's improving, but to be expected. Like I said, I was stressed out. I was scared to death. And I still am. And no matter how hard I try to not let the stress in, sometimes you can't help it. And this is what happens. It sucks. I can't sleep. I'm nauseated all the time. I have a headache, and I'm supposed to try to be there for my dad, and it really hurts him whenever I go up there and see him, because he knows that this is a flare-up. He knows what they look like. He's seen me in them thousands and thousands of times over the last 5 years, and they're getting worse. And stress does it, but there's nothing I can do about it. Not this time. We all get upset when our parents are sick, because you can't do anything to help them, just like they can't do anything to help us in certain situations. But unfortunately, my immune system is trying to kill me. It's real, people. This is real. This is real, raw, live vulnerability from a lupus patient. It hurts. It sucks. It's painful. Like I said, if this is the outside of what I look like, what do you think's going on the inside? I don't want to know. Because if this is what I look like on the outside, more than likely my inside's the same, probably worse. So, like I said, I'm going to be vulnerable just to, get out the awareness about lupus, get out everything that people need to see in real life. This is real life. This isn't somebody faking a disease. This is what happens to us. We die. People die every single day, every age. We had one of the forums that I look at to get support from, had a 6-year-old little girl die of heart failure from complications of lupus. A little girl. There's been numerous others. And to be honest, when's it going to stop? It's never going to stop, because too many people think that this is a fake thing. It's not. And if the only way I can get people to understand and see that systematic lupus is real, by me putting myself out there when I feel like a freak and I know I'm not pretty right now, then so be it. I don't know what else to say. Oh, guess what? I'm going to be really vulnerable here. You want to see some nasty scars? These are nasty, let me warn you. Okay, and you can only imagine how I felt when I was getting them. It took me 6 months to heal from them. So, and this is the same type of thing that's on my nose right now. Only it didn't heal. It was deep. It was a 3rd-degree burn. Equivalent to a 3rd-degree burn. This is what lupus does. How can you feel beautiful when you look like this? All those little scars right there. Right there. See them? See it? Right there. And there. And there. And there. Those are all from a lupus flare. All of them are. So, the next time somebody says to you, but you don't look sick, show them this video and say, we don't always look like this, but this is the reality. And too many of us are afraid and ashamed of backlash and people, saying something like, oh, you're faking it, or that's not real, or you need to eat healthy, or you need to do this. You know what? You don't know. You have no idea. Quit judging people by the way that they look when they tell you that there's something wrong with them. Just because you can't see it at the moment, Be lucky that you don't have to witness them going through it instead. Cherish every moment. Because many of us, every single day, are fighting just to stay alive. I'm going to be 35 years old in 2 months. And I'm fighting to stay alive. My kids have to watch me go through this. And it breaks my daughter's heart. It breaks my son's heart. My fiance has to watch me go through this. My friends, other family members, co-workers. Like I said, this is what I'm going to do from now on. I need people to share this with other people and show people that lupus is not a joke. It kills. It takes away anybody at any time, any age, any sex, any race, any skin color, any hair texture, any height, shape, size, fat, skinny, short, tall, midget. It doesn't matter. We're all human. And we're all dying from the same thing. We're dying from a disease that nobody wants to believe. We're dying from a disease that doesn't get any recognition. You know, I understand cancer. I had it. I had cervical cancer. I get it. But you want to know what? There's other diseases out there that need the research and the help too. And the only way it's going to happen is if we start getting people to speak up and be involved. That's all I have to say. I just wanted to show you guys the reality. It's up to you whether you want to believe it. It's your choice.